The hug line, that was something, one of the things that I had down was I learned how to hug this week. Pastor Mo and I like to play ping pong, and if he comes over to my house, I go over to his to get done, he would come up and give me a, I didn't know how to hug a guy. I learned how to hug this week. Friday night before we left, I got home Saturday, and I told Zach, he said, Zach, I got more hugs last night than I've gotten from you in the last 10 years. It's true. And they just don't want to let go. And Friday night when several little girls that were up here, I bonded with a group of girls that size. There were 6 of them. Anna and Carla and Marcella and Karen and Ruby and Jasmine. And they were always wanting to come up and get a hug. That was a hug when you see them in the morning, and when you see them in the devotion, and before they left for school. And one day I rode the bus just to see their school, and before they get off the bus, when you get home from school, or lunch, or at lunch when you see them again. Lunch is at 3, supper is at 5:30 or 6. And they go, they're in bed like different stuff. And then more hugs before they go to bed. And Friday night when they realized that we were leaving the next morning, when they first figured that out, a couple of them just kind of a fear in their eyes for a couple of seconds, and then just more hugs. And that was one thing I really learned. It doesn't take much to be happy. You would think that when you don't have anything, not even a mom and dad that you can call your own, that it would be pretty sad. I don't see sad kids. There's 100, for the most part, happy kids. And that was amazing to me when you compare to everything that we have in the United States and in our families. And that impacted me. The first 2 days, I think my emotions were more of anger. That I was upset that these kids went off to bed. Nobody to talk to them, nobody to give them individual attention. Just kind of like a camp, mass. But that's life. It's not a week of camp. It's just what it is for them every single day. Sure, they get a hug from mom and papa in the morning. They do a hug line. Usually they try to do every day. That's one of papa's goals, just to give everybody a hug every day. But that's not the same as having a mom and dad. And I have some little reminders. It doesn't take much for them to be. Am I supposed to have that close? It sounds too loud. Okay. Got a little marble here that I found in the dirt, and it's got some nicks out of it. But, some little guys, I was going to give it to them before I left, I forgot. But, they could bounce a marble on the ceramic tile floor for an hour and have fun. It didn't take very much. The t-shirt I'm wearing, Nico got a hold of me with a pen. I started to grab his hand, and I said, oh, what the heck? He wrote his name on my shirt. Anyway, just a little guy that he actually got kicked out of school for fighting, but just a fun-loving little kid. And got a couple of letters here that I got the last day. One from Maggie, one from Cecilia, thanking us. Maybe I'll read one of those. Older ones over here. Fred isn't here. When you see Fred, thank Fred. He's an amazing guy, being bilingual. He is such an asset to be down there. Whenever you were trying to communicate and you couldn't, he could just step right in and talk to them, and they would grab Fred. Kids trying to make me understand something. I'll go get Fred, and they bring him over. There's one girl, Maggie, that I made pretty good friends with. The last evening we were playing more, and I just spent time with her. She has a real low self-esteem. She was told that she wasn't as pretty as her younger sisters, and Gary and I made a point to give her some attention, and I told her I thought she was a very, very beautiful seen her the last night that she had Fred cornered, and he was writing and she was dictating. And said, Andy, thank you for coming. I hope you have a safe and pleasant journey tomorrow. Thanks for being my friend. Say hello to Beth and me. May you and your family be blessed. I love you very much. When you leave tomorrow, I will be sad. I will always remember you. God bless. Rodriguez, I call her Mod, that's how they say it down there. She drew a little picture of a heart. I don't know how many years ago, back 6 maybe, when did Bethany go down there the first time? 7 years ago. It was the first time that anybody from our church had ever heard of Lily Valley. Beth and I tried to support kids, college kids especially, that go on mission trips, $20 or $50 or whatever we can afford. And I remember, Bethany was going to this orphanage and, okay, we're came home, gave a report, and so much. Well, a few years later, she had been there a couple of times, met her future husband on a trip. Well, she got her mom and dad to go down because it was such an impact in her life, and they took Holly and Sarah Riley. That was 3 years ago, last January, and it changed Holly's life. And later that summer, she had gotten accepted to go to Moody, even after they were full. Just from her resume into 11th hour. And she went back that summer and spent 5 weeks there. And she's been saying for 3 years, Dad, you need to go sometime, you need to go sometime. And I thought, okay, maybe someday. And it never worked out. The trips we took, it was either during planting time or harvest or something like that. Well, it's like, okay, I heard the dates, okay, February 29th and March 8th. Like, I had no excuse, this was my time to go. And was it something that just, okay, I'm gonna go, and I didn't really know why. And one of them is sharing, it was great having Gary and Linda down there. Linda is quite a facilitator. She organized our little group devotional every evening. It made the most of our trip. If you were just to go down there for a week, unbeknownst, they didn't know you were coming, having Gary and Linda there, we got the most out of it.